Hey everybody, welcome in. Continuous damage team is time to get another refresh. Since the spell nerf, this team has kind of gone up in value. Previously, it was you had to get all the timing perfectly to get everything in between wand usages or the uses of the blue fairy magic to pull this team off. Now with that nerfed, there's no full team cleanses, this team actually has potential, as well as Wild Imagination being potentially the best spell in the game. It is nasty. Now, previously I used to run this team with Mortal Potion. Now, I don't really like the buffs or the nerfs that Mortal Potion got. It used to be able to create a copy of the continuous damage on all characters from the main target. Now it is just copy one copy of continuous damage on the primary target. So it used to say choose the character that you want to copy the damage from, and then that'll spread it. So you could potentially layer Hades' additional extended continuous damage, and then you could spread that to everybody. Whereas now it's just kind of like choose one and extend continuous damage. So, and it's not all continuous damage, it's just so you don't really get to choose, and that's why I'm not a fan of it. As well as its purge is only like two buffs. It's just it's not enough. Its AoE damage is kind of nice, but with Splash Mountain, you got 50% chance to increase bad durations on any of the characters. So you can potentially get 2 or 3 continuous damages extended. So that's why I'm using that, as well as more damage, as well as preventing some spells to be used against you. Now, with this team in the setup, the idea is use the downtown villains bonuses from Demona, who needs to have downtown villains to get more chance to activate her continuous damage ability. And you want to use Zurg. Zurg is there to kind of tease and taunt people, to say, wow, he's kind of like the dummy character. Is that take him out because he's a super strong character, and if they don't take him out, you can wreck people with him. But if they do target him and take him out, that will leave your continuous damage team to then go and try and wreak havoc with. So boom, straight away get that continuous damage. That is what we want to see. So let us see. The opponent seemed to click on Demona, although now clicked on Zurg. Okay, I'm not quite sure. Maybe they've just gone AFK and giving up. They're attacking different characters, which is not usual for just leaving yours to play. So it looks like he's at least clicking around different characters. So interesting. Now targeting Zurg. Okay, here we go. So having the downtown villains help Demona to get that ability there kicking off, and I'm just going to lay down some heal block on Aladdin just so he can't heal. I'm not going to use Demona's big bomb just yet, but there will be a time for that. Boop. I like that. And the assist, and it's only Zurg's. The damage spreading is real, so I am going to lay down some continuous damage here, and this is like just nasty. Since ouch is all I can say. It's just ouch. Boop. And then I feel bad. I just feel bad. Now drop. And having Hades, normally you'll just try and lay into a character there. Oof, the crit too. So let us just see. Turn her into a frog. Standard attack. I'm not going to use up my abilities just because when she goes and gets healed, I want to see. There we go. Perfect. It worked. Can I knock her out now? Turning her into a frog blocked her abilities. I just learned something. Oh, the polymorph. So that is low-key. That is low-key an amazing way to get around the Elsa teams. I think I've just accidentally found another way. Like previously you can silence Elsa. You can silence Elsa to stop her abilities from activating, but now you can also polymorph her, and then she's not going to get it if you take her down. That right there is good. Yes, Hades coming in clutch with the continuous damage. Alright, it's always a good setup when Hades can run in and do continuous damage. Now, versus like a super meta team like this, you come to the point where, who do I want to not have abilities? I don't want Jack to have abilities, because he is going to be charming my team, and I don't want that to happen. So we'll see if he wants to take out Zurg or not. There we go, I'm going for Zurg. Love it. Now I am going to heal block down over here so I can get Aladdin with the heal blocks. Now we'll see if we can survive this. All I want is Demona to survive. Demona survive 1 turn is what we're looking for. Yep, that's fine. You can take Zurg out. So I just want to try and get my team to survive. That's pretty much all we're looking to do. Now it depends if we can. If Hades can survive, that'll be amazing, but it doesn't look like he's going to be able to. And this is where, for the spells, you may not want to have all of your spells only based on damage, because I'm now lacking a lot of control, but getting another stack of continuous damages here, even if my other characters have all been prioritized, I should be able to. I am going to just decrease Big Bad Wolf's magic costs, and then attack here, and hopefully, boom, is what we're looking for. Stack up enough and leave Demona there to finish things off. So even if your main characters get taken out, you can still look to finish it off. So that rocket launcher, for those who don't know, who may have not seen any of my other continuous damage teams, that rocket launcher activates, makes any continuous damage evaluate right then, so it all hits as soon as you use it. So rather than hitting on their turn, and when you got stacks of them, instead of taking 2-3 turns, boom, 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 3 turns worth of damage right there. So that is kind of what this team is about. You can also use Hades with his little Scorched Earth ability here. If the opponent is already inflicted by continuous damage, you then add another stack of damage on top of it, and it can get nuts. It can get, it's just super high stacks of damage, and continuous damage gets around defense. So it's just true raw damage. So that is the whole how this team works. I am so excited. I've got some more ideas now of this man right here, of what we can do and what people may be able to do to get around Elsa. And that might bring up villain teams, the downtown villain teams, to be a little bit more reliable in the meta if there's a lot of frozen. So something for you all to think about. Let me know what you guys think about this team down in the comments below, and maybe I'll try and change up the spell so it's not so damage related. If you had like a potentially a golden hammer in there, you could do that. So golden hammer to make sure your characters are surviving, or on the other hand, you could also have, what else would you want to use? You could use like maybe Dad Pants if you've got Dad Pants, or the Fairy Slumber, and you could potentially use these ones for a little bit of control. But that all depends on what you're going for and what the team actually needs. So I'll play around with this team a little bit more, do a few more different variety versions of this team. It is one of my favorite teams, to run. So let me know. I'd like to hear from you guys in the comments below. What do you guys think about this team? were you surprised about that little thing we found out earlier about potential counters to Elsa? I'm excited to try some more on that. So can't wait. Let me know in the comments below what you want to see, what you think of this team, and we'll see you down in the chat.